Chapter 6. Click bling! The silver arrow slowed, pulled smoothly into the station, puffed out a huge cloud of white steam, and stopped with a loud hiss. There was an old-fashioned train clock on the platform, the round kind with a light inside that sits on top of a lamppost. It was late, almost 10 o'clock at night. Tom came over to Kate's side to look at the animals. The animals looked back at them. They didn't run away the way wild animals usually did. They just stood there. It was like a dream. The air was so cold. Now they could see their breath in the lights of a station. Finally, Tom said, "Hi." Kate wasn't always grateful for Tom's presence. In fact, a lot of the time she preferred his absence. But at that moment she was. She knew she tended to hesitate and overthink things. Tom didn't have that problem. He would just blurt out anything that came to his head. A small gray fox bent down and placed its ticket carefully on the platform. "Hi," it said. "Hi," Kate said. "It's been a long time since the train came through here," said the fox. "Very long," said the badger, transferring its ticket to his paws. Kate thought of saying it, "Is that so?" or "How about that?" but rejected both ideas as fatally uncool. "How long?" Tom said. "About 30 years, the badger said. "Where have you been? You're very late." "Wait, just how can you be talking?" Kate said. Oh, I know," the fox said. "We do talk sometimes, just not around humans. Frankly, we don't meet a lot of humans who are worth talking to. No offense." Kate supposed that was fair. "But you hadn't been standing there waiting this whole time, had you?" she said. "Like, the whole 30 years? "Oh, no, of course not. We just look here once in a while to check. I mean, we're animals. It's not like we have jobs." "I guess not. You need to get over to the rail yard to pick up some cars, and fast," a hare said. "It's almost too late. The rail yard," Kate said. "Okay, thank you. We'll do that." It sounded like good advice. "See you soon, then." The animals all picked their tickets and went back to waiting. With the jerk and loud hiss, the silver arrow moved off down the track again. Tom pulled the whistle. 2 quick blasts. Foom, foom. Kate quickly changed the bell for good measure. They quickly left the lights of the station behind. "Did you see that?" Kate said. "I totally saw it. Those animals talk to us." Not only that, that was incredible, but what they said had made Kate's ears prick up. This wasn't just a joyride. Kate and Tom were going somewhere specific, namely to the rail yard, whatever that was, and for a reason, namely to pick up some cars. A joyride would have been fine, obviously, but this was even better. It wasn't just fun and games. They were on a mission. They had a job to do. The glow of the firelight was nice, and it was starting to feel cozy in the lab. The air smelled like hot engine oil, a savory, interesting smell. Everything was made of brass and leather, and wood and glass, and felt very worn, very old, like the kind of place that would usually be behind a velvet rope at a museum. "I wonder who's driving this thing," Tom said. "I mean, we're not. Who knows?" Suddenly, there was a click and the bing of a bell behind them, kind of like the click bling of an old-fashioned typewriter. Kate hadn't noticed it before, but on the wall of the cab, in among the pipes and dials and levers, was a little loop of paper. It rolled out of the innards of the train at one end and then scrolled back into them at the other. A message had just been printed on it. I know. As soon as they read the words, the message scrolled out of sight and more paper scrolled out with another Click, bing. It really was like a typewriter or a very low tech printer. More words appeared, neatly typed. The following are instructions for operating the steam engine. Uh-oh, Kate thought. Here we go. Click, bling. More words. Operating a steam engine is really complicated. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to do it. Great, Tom rolled his eyes. Train school. Click, bling. It's not a trade school. It's called learning. When done properly, it can actually be quite enjoyable. Though admittedly, it's hard ever done properly. Tom folded his arms. He looked unconvinced. Look, learning things is incredibly hard and unpleasant. If it wasn't, then everybody would do it all the time. And then everybody would know everything, wouldn't they? Kate shrugged. I guess. You guessed right. What you need is a good teacher. Fortunately, I am one. Right, Tom said under his breath. I am right. How can you even be talking, Kate said, keenly aware that she also just asked a fox that exact same question. I don't know. I just am. Are you like a giant metal robot or something? I don't know. I mean, aren't you just a robot made of flesh and bones? If you think about it. Kate thought about it. The train did kind of have a point. For now, your only job is giving me more coal. The coal is in the tender. Shovel it into the firebox. The firebox is in the box with the fire in it. I figured that. Less talking, more shoveling. There were 2 short shovels and 2 pairs of work gloves hanging on pegs in the tender. They put on the gloves and shoved chunky pieces of black coal into the firebox. It only took a few shovelfuls before the fire started to get hot and glowing again. Job well done. That was surprisingly satisfying. So, Kate said, I guess it's a talking train. I guess so. Click, bing. I guess so.